a cage of cold metal with hot rubber at the corners, a chariot.
Sweet, merciful Jesus. All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Air Racing League. And we got a good one for you tonight. This will be the All-Star race for the drivers. I would give you a rundown of where we are currently at in the points, but we didn't update it. So, not gonna. But I'm going to let them know that I'm ready to go here real quick. All right, never mind. They already got it. Here we go. Stages are not on. We're doing the straight 94 by the looks of it. And we are jumping in. Looking to see a good one. Talladega. Definitely a track everybody is a little bit weary of coming to, but usually draws a big crowd. We got 9 drivers in the field tonight for this one. Got a couple of new faces and a couple of returning faces. BMS Fast ran last year in the 00. Is back for the All-Star race in the 16. And the driver's waiting to get going here. There he is, starting in P2 on the outside of the 24 JRC Indy. They're going to hit the restart zone, and we are green. No help on the outside. That's going to hurt that run. That'll give JRC Indy the presumptive lead as they go right now. How is he going to block the 2 lanes? Is the 1 car loose? Or at least unable to hold it. The 88 of JE Racing going to jump to the outside. The help from the 53 Yokeman. Going to put the 24 just... He had the run, but not enough to get underneath the 88. That'll slow him down. 16 in the wall. They're spinning behind him. JFK's Cranium going to wreck in the 18. That's the newcomer. DMC Coliff. I hope I said that right. Coliff. We're just going to go with DMC. Caught up in that one. Multiple car incident. That's going to bring out the yellow as they cross the line. JFK's Cranium. I'm going to go back on the replay and see what the heck happened there. 16 and the 3 make contact through 3 and 4. Oh, the 16 came up the track and cut the nose right off of the 3. BMS Fast lost control of the car through the corner. Came right up on the nose of JFK's Cranium. That sent him in the wall and back down the track. All right, going to go back live on the stream here before I forget. The driver's going to wait for everyone to get back to him. DMC just here to see, is a potential newcomer to the league. First race in this league. Want to see what it's all about. Not the way he wanted to start it off, getting caught up in a little bit of mess, but it is Talladega if you don't get caught up in one. Did you really run Talladega if you didn't? But right now, all drivers coming down pit road, the 3 and the 18 in the back. We'll see who's going to Oh, that's an awesome camera view. So cool. That's for every driver too. All right, the 1 and the 9 are out. Oh, the 1 skates by. Bullseye with some pit strategy. He's going to come out in second. JRC Indy lost. Dropped 1. Yokeman dropped 1. Then the 16 BMS Fast and 9 of Tristan Dobbs. Do not expect to see this 9 out back here long. One of the top, I think he is, right now the points leader. Like I said, I cannot say to whether or not he is, or speak to whether or not he is. Actually, I believe it's Mudwise. There were 3 points before the last race. So it could literally be a toss-up on who's your points leader right now. But I don't think Mudwiser's here. He is not. There will be playoff points available here. First will get 4. Second will get 2, and third will get 1 playoff point. So the podium matters here in the All-Star race. Now, oh, we do have stages. All right, so there are stages. And now here we go. JE Racing will lead them to the Geico restart zone as they hit the tri-oval. Got to remember at Talladega too, the Geico restart zone's at the top of the tri-oval to start. Finish line is at the end and the green flag waves, and look at the jump by the 88. Jumps right to the high side. He wants to make the control line up high. Everybody's scattered around. Nobody got a good restart on that one. And they're going to form a line behind. Here comes the 1. The 1 of Bullseye wants to be the leader, and the 88 is more than happy to let him have it. And look at this. The 88's going to drop back. Oh, my goodness. He drops all the way to the tail. Getting picked up by the 18 of DMC. And look at the run. Watch this. Everybody's going to get the run. The 1 way too far out. 24 at JRC Indy's going to jump high. He won't have the help. The 1 up to block the 16. He'll get the help, and that'll leave the 24 on an island on his own. He'll get shuffled to the back of this train. Now only 5 laps completed in stage 1. 53 below the yellow, but not advancing his position. 24 getting caught by the 8. The boss of the sauce running in the top 5. This is a chance here at Talladega for really anybody to have a good run. Stage points do not matter. It's all about where you finish, and a lot of guys looking to have a good finish. We had a 3 wide across the line right there. 16 of BMS Fast on the inside has help with the 8. The 9 going to leave Yokeman by himself. 8 going to jump up to block the 9. They're going to be 3 wide behind him down the back stretch. The 9 and the 53 going to be left alone on the outside as the 16 assumes the race lead. BMS Fast in his first race, I believe, of the season, at least that I can recall. The 9 going to stay up. He's got the 88 with help behind him. The 18 playing the safe strategy, going to ride out here in the back. That way, if a wreck happens, he ain't caught in it. The 88 going to peek to the inside of the 9. Tristan Dobbs going to potentially lose the spot here to JE. JE going to jump up and look to work with the 9. We go back up front to the 16. With help from the 8 of Boss of the Sauce. Oh, we see the 1. I just saw him dip below the double yellow. That usually spells trouble for drivers here at Talladega. The angle of the banking compared to the flat surface or level surface that is on the bottom of the corners. You catch that wrong, you're going to take a ride up north, just like we see the 8. He'll take a ride up into that third lane, and the 88 and the 53 make contact behind. This is a 4-car battle for the point now, and it broke up into a 4-car train in the back. Oh, and I'm being told that it is a father-son duo up at the front. I don't know who's what, but that would be pretty sick to see that one too. The 9 with a run. No help though. How much will that affect him on his way around? Gonna look to side draft through the corner to keep the 16 there. But as long as BMS Fast has that help. Oh, and a little bit too much help. The 8 Squirrely gonna bump the 9 out of line. And the 8 gonna drop now. He gets loose through 1 and 2. He's gonna lose a couple of positions as the drivers now in that back 4 rejoin the lead group. JRC Indy finds himself back into the 3rd spot. BMS Fast, I'm being told, is the father and the father-son scenario. Oh, and they're getting squirrely behind the 16. 3 wide, the 8, the 3, and the 24. Oh, the 8's around. And the 18 far enough behind. The 24 gonna drop now with no help on the outside. The 16 and the 3 of JFK's Cranium running in 2nd. JFK's Cranium, remember, won the race at Daytona. So he has the luck on the restrictor plate tracks on his side so far this season. How can he translate that to Talladega? Probably. Oh, JRC Indy! Oh, the Phantom! As I like to call him. Caught up in that one. No idea how. But look at this. We got battle for the lead. 2 cars on the inside, 4 on the outside. That is not a recipe for success. If you're those on the inside, the 16 now loses his entire help. The 1 squirrely through the corners. He looks to duck back in line, but it will be the 9 of Tristan Dobbs and the 88 of JE, who will assume 1st and 2nd. The 1 through to 3rd. 16 of BMS Fast drops all the way back to 4th. 24 able to recoup and get his car back on the track. But right now the look is at the front. 16 of BMS Fast able to take back 3rd from the 1. He wants more. He's going to duck to the inside and hope someone goes with him. Ooh, makes contact with the 88. Forces them up high. The 1's going to go low. Bullseye. Going to look to be the help that BMS Fast wants. But the help is with the outside. Only 2 on the inside. Four, 3 right now on the outside. Yokeman just looking to stick around. He's catching back up though. But the help still too much on the outside, and the 1 of Bullseye gets off the bumper of the 16, allowing those 4 on the outside through. JE gonna jump up high. I think everybody went low and nobody recouped the message on that one, leaving the 88 up high and dry. The 3 of JFK's Cranium had a slight run underneath the 9, but the 9 able to stay ahead of him. Here comes the 16 with a heavy shot. Look at the run, though, out by the 9. That's the problem with these restrictor blade tracks is when you're the leader, you can get these kind of big runs, but it allows everybody behind you, if they stay locked up, to get a heavy run that can leave you very vulnerable and at risk of losing that lead spot. But fortunately, we don't see that there. The 16 breaks off of the 3, kills the momentum, and they're forced to stay in line. So right now, Tristan Dobbs out front. The 3 of JFK's Cranium running second. And the 16 of BMS Fast running in fourth. The 88 of JE running in the 4th spot. And the 1 of Bullseye will round out the top 5. And really, no matter what track we go to, this speaks to the talent of the driver. You will always see this 9 of Tristan Dobbs out front. We saw it last season, and we're again seeing it here. Only 15 laps now coming to 16 as they cross the line at the end of the tri-oval. 2 laps on fuel remaining, so we will see a green flag stop here before this run is over. 14 to go in stage 1. Right now, everybody's just looking to stay in line. The 1 gonna be brave and jump out of line. The 88 looking to go with him. Ooh, the 16 tried to come up in front of him. But here they come. All of the drivers in the lead pack going to come down this time. I saw someone, I think that's the 53 Yokeman, and it is. Dropped right off the lead group. 88 of 18 of DMC came down. He came down a lap early. Test out some fuel saving strategy potentially. He's out. See where that puts him. The 8 of Boss of the Sauce having a modest entry. JRC Indy though gonna stay out. Try and gain some time. Is BMS Fast? I think the engine cut. I think he might. No, never mind. I couldn't hear the engine. I thought he was done. All right, never mind. We're back on track. As the 3 of JFK's Cranium right now, the presumptive leader, once the 24 of JRC Indy comes down. Right now, JRC Indy, your race leader. The 18 trying to not go a lap down here. And he won't, as the 24 of JRC Indy comes down. That will give the lead to the 3 car of JFK's Cranium once he comes around. And there it is, the 3. As it was always meant to be, the 3 is out front at Daytona, or not Daytona, sorry, Talladega. Well, let's see where the rest of these guys are at. The 9, Tristan Dobbs right now in second. Look at the time lost. You don't even see the 3. JFK's Cranium has a full straightaway as they come off, as Tristan Dobbs was coming off the exit of 2. The 3 was coming onto the entrance of turn 3. 17. I want to say it was 17.4 second gap, 13.6, sorry, between first and second. Right now as they run. An insane lead Oh, and look at this, though. The 9 has help. Or at least he thought he did. The 16 wants to keep his momentum going. The 1 going to drop in line with the 9. The 16 wants to lead the charge to the leader of JFK's Cranium. BMS Fast likes the speed he has in that 16. He thinks he can be the lead car of this group of 4. And this will give us a good chance to see just how quick this group can close in. But the 3 of JFK's Cranium right now is running his qualifying laps. He wants this stage to end as fast as possible, but we have 10 laps to go. As he crosses the line, he is keeping that 3 on the bottom. He is, look at this, he is right on the qualifying line. Nothing else he can do. The 18 way too far away to catch any of his draft. But just on the stream I'm watching, you can tell slowly but surely that that group of 4 is closing in. Good boy. Oh my God. Already down 2 seconds in 1 lap. 13.7, now 11.5. And dropping fast. They will be able to get to him before this stage ends. JFK is praying. Waiting to see if you see them. Yeah, you do. You didn't see them exit the corner, but they were just a little speck of dust. Oh, and this isn't how you do it. The 9 of Tristan Dobbs wants to be the lead car. He thinks he can do it a little bit better. But no help goes with him. Everybody wants to stick with the plan, and that is let BMS Fast be the guy to lead the charge. We'll see if we can see the time and scoring as they cross the line. Right now, 8 to go. In every lap, they inch closer. I have no idea the time difference right now, but... Ooh, the 3 starting to catch that 18. 8 to go. If he can get a little draft and just use that 18, not put him a lap down, but just use him to keep pace a little bit, that might prolong when those 4 catch him. Right now, 9 seconds. 2 seconds a lap faster are the cars behind the 3. 7 to go. And 7 laps of fuel. And look at this. The 3 has caught the 18. And he's not going to do what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to let the 18 be the lead car, and he was going to save just a little bit to try and really make sure he can make it to the end of this stage. But makes quick work of getting by DMC. We'll see if DMC can keep up with him. As now that gap continuing to shrink. There they are. You see them off, heading off into 7.7, another second and a half almost. That little bit of draft that the 18 gave the 3 was enough to hold them at bay and not give them the full 2 seconds. But the 18 not going away. That's also giving him a buffer as well. So when those guys catch him, they have to get around not only JFK's Cranium in the 3, but also the 18 of DMC. A blocker, if you will, that 18's going to be. Or a buffer, I should say. He won't be a blocker because that'd be just downright rude. But 5 laps to go in stage 1. The hunt is still on. 2 seconds a lap. They'll be there There they are, half a straightaway now, not even. Actually, no, about half a straightaway. They'll be there, but it'll be on the white flag lapper coming to it. I don't think they'll be able to get them with 2 to go. But look at them running qualifying laps. They're keeping it as close to the double yellow as they can. It's the only way to do it. The 3, not enough help from the 18 to make a difference. 4 now to go. 4.8 seconds. That was almost 3 seconds a lap gained now that they're doing qualifying pace. 3 seconds, or 4 seconds and 4 laps to go. I might be wrong. They might catch them with 2 to go. Like I said, they have 2 cars to get around once they get there, not just the 1. The 18 a lap down. The 1 unable to really hold that bottom, but the other 3 are glued together, absolutely nose to tail. I saw it for a second, but he brought it back down. He needs to focus. 3.3 seconds. I think it was about another about another second. Second and a half. And there they are. You see them a quarter straightaway now. Coming to 2 laps to go. They might catch him with the white. You see they're starting to get spread out, though. They're not as glued together as they were before. That might hurt them this time. 2 laps to go. In stage number 1, they are going to be there when they cross that line again to take the white. We're going to ride on with the 16 and watch them reel them both in. Once he catches the 18's draft, that'll reel them in that much faster. And I think they will do it when they enter turn 3. He's already sniffing it. I bet you he's feeling it right now. They're entering turn 3. They will be there with the white flag waves. And the 16 going to jump over the 18. Out of 4, the 3 is going to come up to block. Does enough, but leaves the 9 alone. Tristan Dobbs going to assume the lead. White flag, 1 to go. Like I said, coming to the white, they will be there. And the 88 gets by as well. All he did was slow down the 16, and that was about it. But here he comes again. The fight is not done. But all the help to the inside with the 9. The 3 on an island. And I know how these go. They may not matter, but hey, if you can say you won a stage. Will we see them jump out of line? I don't believe we will. The 9 going to go high, and he will take stage 1. Man, I was hoping to see a fight. That would have been cool. Fight to the line. But JE Racing will come through in second. BMS Fast will round out the podium. And I think just because the stages don't matter, you're just going to see guys stay in line, except the yellow. The 18 of DMC will be the lucky dog. He pitted before they came down. I really hope I wasn't muted for too long. I really think I was muted for the end of that stage, but oh my God, we pulled a dummy again, but here we go, we're back. The 9 of Tristan Dobbs. Gonna lead him to the green. The 3 of JFK's Cranium. Oh my God, brain fart moment. Oh. But the 9 gonna lead him to it. It was a heck of the end of the stage. We called it though. 1 lap to go is when they were gonna catch him. But look at this, they want a bullseye. Gonna look to try and lead one here. Or at least lead another one, but no help behind him means give it to the 9. But he's holding strong there. The 53 of Yokeman and the 3 of JFK's Cranium going to look to be there. The 18 now back on the lead lap, looking to stick around and see what he's got. Played it safe at stage 1. Oh, everybody squirreling around here. Geico logo in the way, so we'll change up the angle. The 9 of JFK, or the 9 of, not JFK's Cranium, wow. Of Tristan Dobbs. Losing pace, here comes the 1 of Bullseye. He's going to look to lead a lap. Might be running it a bit too high, given the 16 room down low if he gets a run. But nope, Bullseye going to lead another lap here at Talladega. I love it too, I bet you have people watching the stream and nobody told me I was muted. Whatever. Oh, and there goes the 1 of Bullseye. He's going to come down on the 24 and the 88. Oh, the 24's around. And the 1 still regathering it. That might be enough to bring out the actual yellow, and it does. And look at who was working his way up. The 18 of DMC found himself in 3rd. Yeah, really showing off, really flexing some muscle there. Oh, never mind. No, I wasn't muted. Oh, thank God. Oh, I wasn't muted at the end of the stage. Oh, we're good. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. But here we go, getting ready to come to green. And it'll be the 3 of JFK's Cranium that'll lead him to it. Oh, man, I don't know how the hell my controller muted itself. But bloody hell, I'm just happy I didn't miss the stage. All right. But here we go. 6 laps completed. Look who's in 2nd. The Rook, or at least in this league he is, of DMC running P2. And the Phantom himself, JRC Indy, finds himself back in 3rd after a disastrous first stage. Clinging on to the lead lap by a thread. Now back up into the top 3, but look at this. The outside starting to get a run with the 88 of JE. Ooh, the 1 of Bullseye, though, gets squirrely through the tri-oval. The 9 of Tristan Dobbs looking to be there for the 88. The 24 going to jump up. JRC Indy wants to make a run at the lead. And again, we love having him in this league just so we can watch him go from the back to the front like he's doing right now. JRC Indy, I think, has the 3 cleared, and he not just yet. Needs a little more, but he does lead the lap. And I believe now he has the 3 cleared. He wants to peek to the bottom, but the run to the inside does not allow him to get there. Oh, and he better watch out. The 88 might just have too much of a nose. They let him in. Generosity shown there. The 1 looking to make it 3 wide. That's dangerous. Oh, and that's why. Oh, the 1, the 9, the 53. And there's the manual caution, I believe. No, that's a racing yellow. Man, a 3 wide. Dangerous move. Tristan Dobbs gets pancaked. That's all right. I'm not worried about him or that 53 Yokeman. Yokeman really flexed his muscle last week in New Hampshire. Finishing, having a really good run in the top 5. That was where he finished. Having another good run here. Just got caught up in a brave, we'll call it, move. JRC Indy now losing the lead to the 3 on pit road. That is JFK's Cranium who will lead him to green. They hit the restart zone and we're back underway. But the 24, the one with the jump, the inside did not get going right away. And look at this, 5 on the inside, 4 on the outside. But the outside a bit more together. That works well for the 24. Go from the back cam to the looking back cam. Here on the leader, the 3 of JFK. Oh man, we're going 3 wide again, as if we didn't need to learn our lesson twice. The 24 in the wall, they back out. They play it safe. The 16 tried to make it work, and that might displease a couple of the drivers in the field. 24 jumps back in line. And you see ahead, everybody jostling for position. The 24 and the 88 might lose the lead draft here. Unfortunate, a caution. They need to get back in probably. Oh boy, but the one squirrely. That might just keep the 24 sniffing the lead draft, and it does. With everybody jostling for position, that might be able to keep JRC Indy just within a sniff of that lead draft. But we'll go back up front. The 3 still up in the front with the 18 of DMC on his tail. '24 and the 88 working together here to try and get back to these leaders. And with everybody getting squirrely, if they run their qualifying laps, they might just, right now, nobody close enough. The 16 and the 18 make contact through 3 and 4. The 8, look at this, father and son together again, boss of the sauce. Younger in this scenario, he's up on the outside, but no good help coming through there. The 53 Yokeman jumps to the outside, but unfortunately will not be able to make a run, as the 53 gonna smack the wall, but the 8 gonna get brave. Jump to the outside with no help, but the 16, 2 against 3. Now no, the math might be a little off on that. But look who caught up again, the 24. And the 88, the 53, unfortunately, jumped out of line and lost the draft. And the 24 with a huge run. Will we see him get brave? No, he stays in line. Gives the 9 a heck of a shot, though. The 88 going to do the same and jump in line as well. The one of Bullseye looking to be left out to dry. And he jumps back in. But look at this, the 24 and the 88. The 8 going to jump up too. But the 8 not close enough to make a difference here. It's just going to be the 88 of JE and the 24 of JRC. 16 elects to go bottom. The 8 does as well. The 9 jumps up though, catching the 24 off guard. The 88 going to go to his inside, but the 3 just running his line, just staying on the bottom, letting all these positions jostle as we got 17 laps to go here in this stage. We'll look behind again. The 9 dropping back, the 24 falling all the way back, the tail end of this train. And now the 88 of JE will actually fall to the tail end of the train. He'll stay in it though. I believe he'll stay in that lead draft. But the 16, BMS Fast, looking to take the fight with on the outside. He's got some good help with him too, with Tristan Dobbs and JRC. As now, we see the 3 go up for the block. Oh, the 1! Makes it 3 wide again. He collects the 8 and himself. The 8 doing some turn right to go left. Bullseye tries to squeeze the middle and collects the 8. All right, that was a race to the line yellow. Apparently had a rollover. Missed that bit. My headset is currently dying, so we're going to plug that in. So that way that doesn't happen. Okay, cool. Charging port that I have will not fit my headset. That's awesome. Even though it totally should. That's alright, I got backups. It may not be that great, but if this one dies, I got something to replace it. Never been a problem before. Alright, but the leader is now coming down pit road. Whoa! And the 1 came through like a ball of fire. Holy. The 24. Off miles ahead. What did he do on his pit call? The JRC Indy will be your race leader. This is why we call him the Phantom. Because just when he's at the back of the field, boy finds his way to the front. And Cranium having a great day. He'll stay in the top 2, but he'll be restarting on the outside. Tristan Dobbs moves himself up to 3rd. The 18 now with a great pit stop. DMC, who was running in the top 3, now finds himself outside of the top 5. He'll restart 6th. The 88 of JE and the 16 will all move up into the top 5 as they get all lined up. The 1 and the 53 will start at the tail end. The 8 of Boss of the Sauce starting right underneath DMC. It'd be pretty cool if we got another driver in this league, man. Add a little bit more diversity. Another championship hopeful potentially. We will see. But right now, the only thing we're waiting to see is this going to green. Say enter the tri-oval. So I plug my phone in. All my stuff's about to die. So this is fine. JRC gonna lead them down as they hit the Geico restart zone. The 24 leads them through with the 9 all over his bumper. 24 though spinning the tires on the restart. 8 laps to go as they cross the line. The 3 jumps to the high side, and the 16 will look to advance his position. He'll move up to second. And the 1 ducks down. Well, the yellow, he'll drop back to the tail end. Ooh, and the 9 caught in the middle. We've seen a lot of bad things happen in the middle. And the inside starting to lose their help. And the 24 of Indy really out there on an island, but the 3 of Cranium has all the help in the world he could want, but now the inside starting to regather. Oh, the 9 tried to peek middle. The 88 quick to cut that off. There's now 5 cars against 3. Outside versus inside. The inside is the quickest way around, but the help is not there. Now you see the momentum gain to the outside. The outside can carry a lot more speed too. JFK's Cranium now assumes the lead. And the 88 looking to be clear as well. That 24, the inside gets squirrely, and that'll break him through. That will be the undoing of that. But now we're going to see everybody jump to the bottom. The 88 going to shoot up high. The 16, the real loser in all that bit, as he went from second all the way back to 6th. Did not really get good run through there. The 18 now inside the top 5 though. The DMC advancing his position. And look who's back out front, none other than Cranium. A little bit of a stack up as everybody checked to let the 3 back in line. So we got 5 to go in stage number 2. Oh, and look at the 24 way out in the back now. He's going to drop all the way to the tail end. It will not matter though at the end. Stage points are not a factor. We will have 4 to go this time. The 18, the 8, the 24. 24 has enough of these guys to keep himself within arm's reach. So 53, Yokeman getting brave, jumping up by himself to see if he can get anybody to go with him on the outside. Nobody takes. He'll drop back in line. Three laps to go when they cross the line this time. JFK's Cranium was really wishing this was a regular season race and would be collecting all these stage points. But the only thing that matters is the end. And you know he wants to win. Those playoff points are invaluable. And 4 of them awarded to the winner. You're going to see chaos and mayhem at the end of this one. Nobody wants 1. Nobody wants 2. They want to double their money and win it and get 4. Right now, 2 to go. Laps being so long here. Right now, the 16 of BMS Fast starting to fall back to this group of 3. Meanwhile, these guys up at the front, all by themselves here, just staying in line, running the qualifying laps. Getting pretty organized in the back, though. Right now, the 1 not really making not really being a huge factor here up at the front. All right, this is the white flag lap. They come to the line. That will be the end of stage number 2. Walked along to listen to the engines as they run. The 88 going to shoot out of line. But JFK's Cranium will look to just take a green and white checkered, and he will cross the line, and he will win stage 2. Stages are just for bragging rights. These won't go on the stats, I don't think. The points aren't even there, but you can say you did. I'm not talking to you anymore. All right, but here we go. We're back to green. The 88 out front. J.E. Racing has not seen the lead at all, but look who's behind him. None other than the Phantom. Finished outside the top 5 at the end of stage 2. Oh, and the 18's around! That's a 2-car incident, the 53 and the 18. We might see a race to the yellow, or a race to the line. That is the call, race to the line. And the 24, who will be the presumptive leader? This is just the restart zone, but it's looking like the 88. But, oh, the 3 does not take second, so it will be the 88. And the 53, Yokeman, getting squirrely in the corner, and the 18 of DMC. Oh, sweet merciful. Oh, sometimes you just like going in and listening to the driver's talk just to hear all the stuff that goes on. And that was a pretty good time to do it, man. But yes, 31 laps to go. You're in stage number 1. And now the cars that were up front before some calamity happened in the background. But yes, this is how they were running. Some people slowed down a little faster than others, we'll call it. Ooh, the one snuck up in front of the three. All right, we'll see how this one pans out. The drivers come down pit road to this game's awesome pit entry. We love it so much. We aren't waiting on pins and needles for the new game at all. Nope. And I'm just sitting here pressing buttons because it's about all I can do right now. But the 3 gonna come out. The 4, or the 88 and the 24, sorry. Gonna stay about where they are, but JFK's Cranium jumps up 2 to the lead. We've seen this from other green flag cycles, or yellow manual caution cycles. So now the 88 and the 3 will be your front row. The 24 of JRC Indy will be in third, not the lead. And Bullseye will restart fourth. And the 9 of Tristan Dobbs will restart sixth with the 8 of Boss of the Sauce. Starting in the top 5 with Father in tow in 7th. So now we wait for the drivers. We'll do this angle because it's a little bit better to look at. But as I pop the crap out of my thumbs, drivers now entering through turn 4. This would normally be right about here where the Geico restart zone normally is. Talladega is nothing like that. It's at the top of the tri-oval. Right there, right where the start-finish line of the normal track is. At Daytona would be. But they're about to hit it. The 3 with no help at all behind them. They're back underway. And the 1 and the 88, the only ones anywhere near the same page. They should be the ones that are going to jump out to the lead here. The 88 definitely clear. The 3, the 1 looking to help them out. But here comes the 24 JRC Indy. The 8 of Boss of the Sauce. What will the 9 do? He's going to split the difference and look to put himself up with the run he had. But we have not yet once seen 3 wide work. It's always ended in yellow. We go to the rear view. The 24 JRC Indy. And the 9 who is 3 wide for the lead. Now 3 wide for about 7th. And now sometimes the gamble works and sometimes it doesn't. It's JRC Indy caught the apron. That's what we're talking about. You don't want to catch that double yellow in the corners. You saw exactly what happened. It shot that 24 to the wall. And now back here with the 88 and 53 of J.E. and Yokeman. But the battle for the lead is on. The 8 of Boss of the Sauce. He wants to put the 8 out front. And the 18 of DMC back up here in the top 5, looking to help out the 3 of Cranium. But the help is to the outside. JRC Indy looking to try and re-enter the fold here. And the 8 of Boss of the Sauce. Now the race leader. The 9 actually looks to be clear of the 3, and he does. The 16 as well. And look at JRC Indy. What a run he has. From 6th to 4th, they make contact with the 3, though. Jumps him out of the draft line. He's got the 18 to his inside, but he'll be quick to get back in line. That means that the boss of the sauce, is now your race leader, and he will lead a lap. We got 26 laps to go. 26 to go. Here in what is left of this one. Now look at this though, he is just absolutely, these guys looking to just, if they get a run, they'll take it, but right now, if they can stay in the line, they're going to look to do so. Just for their own safety and benefit, really. A lot of laps still to go. 25 of them to be exact. Right now, I'm just prepping in case my headset dies. We'll go back to the main camera angle as everybody looks to go single file. Boss of the sauce. A guy who really needs a good run. He's usually a good top 5 driver, but a guy that we never normally see out front. So to see him out front is a nice, refreshing breath of fresh air. And to see a father-son duo, I believe this is the father-son duo, up out front. And Yokeman really struggling. He's now not only lost the lead draft, he's lost everybody entirely. 23 laps to go. And look at this, DMC. Once he's figured everything out, he's doing pretty all right, running there in the 3rd position. And JRC Indy doing well to keep himself in the top 5. And now we wait for that green flag cycle. They will have to have a green flag cycle before the end of this stage. We saw it at stage 1. One car had a mile lead, and it got erased before the stage ended. Will we see another thing like that happen? Oh, and I just realized I was still on mute. That was a long crank it up session, but 21 to go, coming to 20. No idea when these green flag pit stops are gonna happen. But I'm going to guess within the next 4 to 5. And now you see actually the leader's starting to get a little spread out here. Maybe some squirreliness through the corners. A little bit of checking up. JRC Indy is completely off of this train. Oh, but he's got enough of that draft. He'll be right back there. Yeah, that was good work by the 24 to get back with those leaders. He's going to need to when these green flag pit stops happen. It's going to be really hard to tell because these guys are running qualifying laps. They're staying on the bottom the whole time. There's no way to signal if you're already on the bottom. I guess go below the double yellow. Usually you run the high side on most tracks, if not all of them, and then you dip down to the bottom to signal that you're going to pit with a verbal command or whatnot. But when they dip below the yellow, you really don't know if that's them signaling to pit or they got loose out of the corner. Or they hit a glitch area. You just can't tell. About 4 laps. I'm looking at it now. 4 laps. We should see them come down. Right around there. I don't expect to see anybody stay out because you will run out of gas before you come all the way back around. Right now it's just running steady and easy. The 18 of DMC getting caught in the crossfire here, but does not drop. I thought for sure he was going to drop behind those 3, the 9, the 3, and the 24 that are on the outside, but no. Even all hooked up together, he had enough of that, the draft off the 16, to keep himself ahead of those 3. And now here they come. The 8, the 16, and the 18. All 3 going to come down together. The 8, a not so good entry. Boss of the Sauce falls all the way after leading them down to the tail end. BMS Fast assumed the lead on entry, and DMC comes down with him. Tristan Dobbs, Cranium, and Indy all elect to come down potentially this time, or maybe even a little late. Actually, no, they will be coming down this time. Their fuel is not going to last. No, they aren't. They're going to come down next time by. Oh, sweet merciful Jesus, what was that? A bad exit by the 8 and the 16. That spells trouble. Where's the 18? Way up ahead. There you go. The 8, the 16, now a lap down. Boss of the Sauce and BMS Fast, but the leaders come down this time. The 9 barrels it. The 24. All right. That's those 3. The 18 now on an island of his own. Way ahead of those 2. Everybody on pit road communicating now about when they will be exiting. I don't know how the 16 and the 8 are going to recover from that exit that they had before. The Cranium, now the losing driver of those 3. And where is the 18 right now? Right now, the 24, your race leader. Oh, and the 16, the 8. Oh, was it the 18? That had a bad exit. I don't know what the running, where. Okay, so the 16, the 8 actually had a great exit. The 18 did not. What? Hold up now. The 18's on the backstretch. Yeah, no, the 18 had a bad pit exit, I guess. There's something along those lines. I don't know. I thought the 18 was ahead of these guys. But we got 14 to go and only 12 laps of fuel. Oh boy, we're going to do some fuel saving here. We might have to pit again. Barring a caution, but the 3 that came down are the 3 that are together. Against the 2. The father-son duo. The boss of the sauce and BMS Fast. Oh boy, how long will it take them to catch up? Laps of fuel remaining with only 13 laps in the race. Will we see them pit with 2 to go? And if that's how the drivers that just came down are, these guys came down a lap before them. And they don't look like they're on a fuel saving mode right now. Ooh, the 16 gets squirrely in with the 24. But Indy able to keep the run. Cranium goes with them. They stay high to collect the 9. Make sure that Tristan Dobbs is going with them, and he does. The 16 and the 8 fall in the back. "12 laps remaining, coming to 11 to go." I want to say it's 11 to go. It might be 12. Oh, excuse me. Holy. Now these are the drivers that are left remaining. 11 laps to go. What will we see in the final handful of laps? Is it just the 3 that's 2 laps short? Will running behind the 24 allow him to save 2 laps? I don't think so, but it's an ambitious thought. Oh, here they come! The 3, those 3 coming down again. The 8 and the 16 stay out. This is going to be a fuel only, I want to say. It will be 3 laps of fuel. So about 2 cans. Sorry, half a can. Which will get him 3 laps. And the 9 and the 24 coming out nose to tail. The 3 of Cranium. Not the big winner. The 24 and the 9. All wrapped up together. Does that take the 3 out? But look, who is that? Oh, that's Yokeman. The 53 of Yokeman. The 3 just can't even keep up. I don't know what turbocharged charge whatever that 53 got. But the 16 and the 8, those up ahead at the end of the tri-oval, those are the guys that just came down. And the 3 not able to catch their draft. He might have a sniff of it. It better be a good whiff, otherwise he ain't gonna be there, and you can't afford to slow down and let him go, let him catch you. I mean, you would be like we saw at the end of the stage, 2 seconds a lap faster in a group of 4. If you run those qualifying laps, when will we see these two? The 16 and the 8 still need to come down. They do not have enough, I don't think, to make it to the end. And right now, there are 6 laps to go. Oh, and the 16 and the 8 break apart. And the 3 is caught up with the 53. This is a group of 4 now. And these two might still need to pit. They could just coast it. They definitely have a full lap lead, damn near. And only a handful left. But will it be enough? Six laps to go for the 16 and the 8. The 53 elects to give the 3 the spot. Will we see these two come down? This is the question that's on everybody's mind. We saw the other guys come down, not willing to save the fuel. They were not in a position to do so with these two up front. This gives these two now the upper hand. They are the race leaders. Right now, 16 of BMS Fast. Wouldn't it be something? BMS Fast just comes in and steals the All-Star race. And the time being gained by these 4 is nowhere near enough. Oh, but here they come! The 16 and the 8, they know they won't make it. Now the eyes are all on these 4. Oh, this could have been gutsy staying out so long. They lost so much time. And there is the 18, but he is not the car we are looking for. Where's the 8? Way ahead of the 16. And there they are. With 3-4 laps to go. They still... Actually, here's a fun one. Oh, the 88 was your race leader, but he also needs to come down. Bullseye cooked it into the pits. He'll spin, but he'll regather. And the group of 3 by the 16. This is for the lead. Coming to 3 to go. The 8. Look at the time they had and lost by staying out. And now they don't even have each other. Look at BMS Fast. He is not with these guys. He is way in the back. This is a 3-car shootout. And JRC leading the train. The 8 might be within a shot, but it is not looking good. You gotta wonder if staying out for so long after these guys pitted could have been the reason that the father-son duo will not be a part of this fight. 2 laps to go at Talladega. I'm going to take a sip of water because I know I'm going to need a 3-car shootout for the win. JRC leads them around. They're coming to the white flag. This is the one to go. You see the 9 and the 3 backing off. And now, oh, the 9 makes a shot at it, but he doesn't have it. JFK's Cranium gonna jump through to second. He'll jump up high. The 24 with the block. This is the white flag. The fight is not over. The 3 and the 9 have reconnected. Does the 24 have the time? Remember, this is at the end of the tri-oval, not the start, or not the top. Protects the bottom. Does the 3 have anything? He wants to peek to the inside, but the 24 has it blocked. The winner will be JRC Indy. He will win the All-Star race. And the 4 playoff points. The 3 of Cranium will get the 2 for second. And Tristan Dobbs, finishing third, will get the lone playoff point. Boss of the Sauce will finish 4th, rounding out the top 5. BMS Fast. JE Racing in 6th, Bullseye in 7th, DMC in the 18 and 8th, and 9th, Yokeman. Both those, the 18 and the 53, finish a lap down. But what a job by Indy, making the car as wide as possible, blocking all lanes, not allowing the 3 of JFK's Cranium to get around. And that should just about do it here today. We weren't here for JFK Cranium's first win of the season, but we got to see him take it in the All-Star race. And what a job, or JRC Indy. We weren't here to see his win. We weren't here to see Cranium's win either. But we got to see the 24 of Indy take it in the All-Star race. And what a job by Cranium. Needed to have a good run. Was struggling here in the later part of the first half of the season. Good to have a second place finish and a couple of extra playoff points, knowing that he does have that win. And like we usually see, Tristan Dobbs in the top 3. He'll collect 1 as well. But that'll do it for me here. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to what was an action-packed All-Star race at Talladega. And we'll see you guys again next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you liked what you saw today, definitely be sure to be there for a race with actual points in it. But also, like and subscribe to the channel if you do. And we will see you guys on Monday.